Hello, everybody. RealMomly.
Hey welcome to RealMomly.
How you doing? I feel like I said the exact same fucking thing last time.
Hello, everybody.
When I was sound checking, I said RealMomly fuckers. What's up?
It reminds me that every time you say it, I think of Hello, Wisconsin from that 70s show.
That's funny.
Yeah, but yeah. So happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day
ladies.
week.
Yeah,
Mamas out there.
we're
Any
so
type of mama.
excited for our giveaway that we're doing.
Yeah. Caitlin thought of a great idea, and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, we're collabing with some awesome boss babes.
Local businesses, and they're all like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. They all like started their own businesses.
Yeah.
By themselves.
Entrepreneurs.
There you go. That's pretty badass. So their own boss. I love that.
Yeah.
One day.
They're pretty awesome. Women. Nice, a good group of women who are gonna conquer the world, man. But we have all come up with some awesome products for our Mother's Day giveaway, and we are just so excited to be able to have that for a lucky someone. And I know we always say Mother's Day and mothers, but anybody can enter.
Oh, yeah.
Any guy, girl, mom, grandma, grandpa, dad, brother, whatever.
Yeah,
like
it's for everybody.
Is welcome to enter. I tried to emphasize
that it's for anybody.
Emphasize that on my post, that it was for anybody. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, I can't. I
can't enter because of it.
Because I'm not a mom.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you can be a animal mom too. Any kind of mom, whatever. I mean, you're still a mom.
Or you're going to be a mom one day.
If you want. But yeah, you still have to wake up and feed something every morning. We all have to do that. Moms.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode is going to be about moms. Honoring the moms this week. Because I think we're complete badasses and we do a lot of fucking shit. We
do.
Oh my God. We really do work our asses off. I owe it to all the moms out there.
Moms unite.
But yeah, I guess we're going to talk about like our thoughts about being a mom, but like before we became a mom, like, you know, while you were pregnant, and kind of how those maybe thoughts have changed a little bit, our point of view, and maybe talk about like our role models that we have that are moms, or that we feel like are mother figures in our life, and our moms. Yeah. So we have some pretty. I guess
moms. our whole idea of being a mom and like what we think that is, and that type of deal.
Yeah, we kind of just winging it and gonna talk about moms.
Yep, because we're trying to honor Mother's Day. So.
I know. Like, honestly, I kind of almost forgot. Like,
Mother's Day?
Yeah, I did. And my birthday's next week, too, and I just haven't thought about it. My mind's been, like, all at this, like, quarantine and getting a job and, like, you know, my mind's been other places. And then, like, not even knowing if people, like, if I'm going to have, like, a get-together or anything. So, we're figuring it out. But, yeah.
Yeah. As everything slowly opens, it's just, like... You can tell that things have started to open because there's so much traffic out.
I was just about to say that.
The traffic.
I went to go pick up food today, and it was insane, just the difference.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
It's gonna get worse. Always is gonna get worse. But
Oh yeah.
But yeah, moms. All right, Caitlin, what's your mom like?
My mom's cray.
Oh my God, she's a badass bitch. She is a
No, she's not so
badass.
cray.
She's
She is my best friend, but we were not always like that. We are
yeah.
exactly the same. So our personalities, we just clash when we're together too long. We're very stubborn, hard-headed. Um, we're both very sarcastic. So, I feel bad for my little sister being caught up in all that. But when I lived with her in like high school and middle school, we did not really get along. I mean, it's not like we fought 24/7, but we definitely fought.
I feel like I hear that with every
Yeah, we were
like
definitely
teenage
not
mom
like,
daughter relationship.
yeah, we were not as close, and I was just horrible. I was a little shit. Thinking that I knew everything.
Oh my God, so was I. I feel like that's another teenage girl thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to raise
So
a girl.
I moved out back in 2010, so it's been 10 years.
Oh fuck.
What? That's a long time.
Yeah, my high school, isn't it like high school reunion? Your 10 years, isn't that when you do high school reunion?
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah, it was supposed to be this year. I don't know what they're doing now, but
I'm not gonna go to mine.
yeah, I wasn't planning on going to mine. I was just gonna say they
Fuck
were.
no.
They made a Facebook page, but I don't think anybody was like about it. Nobody wants to go to that shit.
I'm not going to mine.
I'm not some rich ass person that wants to rub it in everyone else's face, so that's all right. I won't go. No,
I
but
feel like. Go ahead,
what?
go ahead, go ahead. No, I was just gonna talk about high school again.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go, go, go.
Yeah. So, anyway, I haven't lived with her in 10 years, and but now I talk to her pretty much every day.
Yeah.
If she doesn't answer the damn phone, I'm like, hello, what could possibly be better than talking to your own daughter? Like, what are you doing where you don't answer the phone?
I used to always say that to my mom. You could call her, she would call her like 15 times, and then she'll answer
Yeah.
the last one and be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, bro, I've been fucking calling you, man. Been calling you.
Why haven't you answered the phone? What could you
Right?
possibly be doing that's more important than answering the phone for your kid?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, I talk to her pretty much every day now. We've been super close since I moved. We talk about everything, and she's the best grandparent to the kids. I mean, they don't have like a they don't have a of course she doesn't live here, so
Yeah.
the relationship is solely based on FaceTime. But Oki knows who she is. She's always like, she'll grab the phone and pretend she's talking, but she's talking to Yaya. She calls my mom Yaya. So she'll be talking, blah, 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 Yaya. Or I'll be like, who are you talking to? And she's like, Yaya. Or she'll grab the phone and hand it to me and ask to call Yaya.
Oh,
So
that's super cute.
she knows who she is. I try and make a point to have that relationship. But my mom also calls all the time to talk to the kids. So
Yeah.
I'm no longer relevant in her.
Everything changes when you have a kid. All the attention goes to them and you get none.
Yep. So, but I'm just like so nervous because Oki is a mini version of me, and she's stubborn and hard-headed, and
You're nervous for what's to come.
gosh, if she's anything like me, I might as well just move out now because we're not going to get along. And she's going to be one of those,
She's
oh
going to be a
man,
daddy's girl. And then,
I hate you. I hate you. I feel like I'm going to hear that all the time. I'm just hoping that our relationship is different.
yeah, I think about that too. I mean, I don't have a daughter, but like, I hope that like I can at least convey like some sort of like an open, like, okay, I won't judge you. Please come to me. Like, and try to like, put on a brave face for when like certain things come. But,
Right.
but I really hope that like I can have like an open, positive thinking.
Open relationship.
Open communication with my child, hopefully.
Yeah, I think that's even though my mom and I fought all the time, that's what we had. So like if I went to a party, I remember one time I went to a party, probably the only party I ever went to in high school because
Oh, man.
that was not my scene. I hated my high school. I hated the kids I went to school with. But I went to a party one time and she was like totally cool with letting me go, and she was like, just let me know, keep me updated. Sorry. Keep me updated on the time, if you're gonna be home at, like, I didn't have a curfew or anything. She was just like, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Which I knew that I would never have to be one of those kids to like, I would have to sneak out the window. Like, I could just be like, hey mom, I'm going
To
to
do this.
do this or whatever,
Yeah,
and she'd be
no.
cool with it.
I
I just
totally
have
laughed
to
my ass off.
communicate. Yeah. So, I don't know. I viewed motherhood as, I was always like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to live the life. I'm going to go play tennis during the day while my kids are at school. I'm going to go hit up a restaurant with all my little uh, tennis friends. And then I'm going to go home and, I don't know, what do they do after tennis?
Cook dinner?
I don't know. Do they cook or do their maids cook?
I don't know. It depends. I feel like if you're rich enough to have a maid, or if you're like, you're like semi, doing okay, but you still have to cook for yourself.
I think I was one of those
That wanted
rich.
a maid.
I had a maid. Yeah. So, in my mind, I had my visor and my maid cooking me dinner, cooking the family dinner, and you know, that was the stay-at-home mom life. That's what I was gonna do. And then being a mom, reality slaps you right in the fucking face because hello, that's not what life is, being a stay-at-home mom.
No,
That's for
no,
sure. I don't have a maid cooking us dinner every night. Thank you very much.
no.
As much as
We
I would
do it.
love it.
I always told myself,
Yeah.
I was like, I am never, ever going to be a stay-at-home mom who fucking just like cooks and cleans and takes care of the baby. I was like, I'm never going to be that woman. And here I am, that woman. Here I am.
Well, who else is gonna take care of your kid? Now you got to think about daycare. Is so fucking expensive. It's not
Right? And then
affordable.
you got to think about like, okay, if you're going to put your kid with someone for a generous amount of time every week, that's, like what influence are they going to have on them? And,
Yep.
I don't know. I don't
You
think,
gotta weigh everything, and then it comes out to, okay, so I'm basically gonna be working to make money to pay for daycare. So why not just stay home with my own kid?
exactly, and kind of figure it out. I mean, we've been doing it. I just got a job again, but I mean, I've had a good my kid's almost he's 16 months. He's 1.5 almost. But and the most I've worked is 2-3 days a week, nights.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really like I've got to be a stay-at-home mom and be with Cole, and I'm super glad that I've got that opportunity, because I know some people, you have to go back to work, but I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna go back to work, and be totally fine. And it came around to be like, when you're like 6 weeks postpartum and you're like, okay, back to work. And it's like, I'm not going back to work. Don't want to. I want to stay with my kid.
Yeah, I'm very appreciative to have the opportunity, because the first year, everything happens the first year, and I'm just glad
that it goes by so fast.
Yeah, that I was able to see everything and be there for it, and I just started working last week, so it like full-time working, and it's I love my kids, but man, much needed
break.
Much needed, yes.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that the past few days, about how I need a break, because I mean, especially this past month, not having anyone be able to watch them or them go constantly every time with them. Yep. Every day, every minute, every second. It's like, whew, my God, you kind of go a little crazy. You kind of go insane. For sure. And just having that time away is, like a breather. But I mean, I'm even nervous to go to work. I've been with him every day. 3 days in a row, not going to be with him. Only in the morning and at night. I'm going to be here to get him up and be here to put him to bed. Yeah. But at the same time, that sounds so fucking lovely.
I know.
I honestly never thought
I still get my kids up, get them ready, get them in the car, take them to daycare, then I go work. Then I come back, pick them up, bring them home, give them dinner, give them baths,
put them to bed. Doesn't sound half bad sometimes.
But man, I tell you what I thought was
motherhood
is nothing.
No, I thought it would be completely... Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck I thought it was before this. I was just so excited. Like, the kid that loves you, like, unconditionally, and you're so connected, and, like, this other human being, and I don't know what the... I really don't remember, like, know what I thought.
You're like, thinking, like, oh my gosh, life is just unicorns and rainbows, and you're never going to fight with your kid, and your kid's never going to pull your hair out or bite you or
fucking oh my God, he just pull on you and scream in your ear, bite
make you a crazy woman.
Yeah, scream. Oh my goodness, I love him so fucking much though, but like it's completely different. It's not, definitely not. It's hard. It's hard work. And then I honestly, I don't know about anybody else, but I think all the time I'm like trying to like, be better than what I had. And it's like, not saying that I had anything bad. My parents are fucking awesome, but like just, better all around, like being a better parent, trying to like have, open communication and like not spank my kid
or do things differently.
And it's hard, and I overthink it a lot of times. I really overthink parenting a lot.
I was always like, I'm not going to spank my kid. Okay, well, you bite my finger off. You best believe I'm going to spank your hiney.
Right, and then honestly, sometimes they bite the fuck out of you, and you're not expecting it, and you're like throwing them off of you because you're afraid you're going to smack the fuck out of them, like just reaction,
Yep.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, Oki's only bit me one time, and it was recent. It was like a few weeks ago. And I don't think she meant to. I think she did it on accident. But, ooh, I cocked my arm back. I wanted to just, pop her right in the... I took everything in me.
That it hurts, and their teeth are so sharp.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a full set now since she's older, but, oh my gosh, I thought for sure she bit my finger off. Like, and Sherrod was sitting right next to me looking at me like, don't you dare.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh. Ooh. Trying so hard to
do it. Don't do it.
Don't react. Like, it was so rough.
That's my hardest thing, is not reacting. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just overthinking it. But I thought, you're right. You thought it'd be like, just happy times all the time, and it's going to be so easy and so fun, and, you know, you're going to have a baby, and your baby's going to do everything with you, and, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they do everything with you, and you never have a moment of peace.
Exactly.
You
you're
literally
like, what the hell? I can't even poop without my kids sitting on my lap.
Your adulthood life is crammed into, like, you know, after they go to bed and before you, like, as you're trying not to fall asleep, so you just have that time. That's my thing. Every night I'm just like, don't fall asleep just a little bit longer.
Yeah. Oh man, motherhood. I mean, it's beautiful, people, but
it's beautiful, people.
It is. It's beautiful.
It is. It really is. Dude, it's the best thing ever. That kid is, oh my God, just watching them, like, learn words and have the personality, and
yeah,
like, you see parts of go ahead.
It's very, I was just gonna say, it's very rewarding. All of that shit.
Hell yeah. It is. It's just like, you know, the good trumps the bad 100%, million times over. Just, they're so fucking perfect, and literally they're an asshole sometimes, but they're fucking perfect in every damn way. That kid is so fucking cool, and you made it. I think that's the coolest part. We grew them, and our bodies are so fucking amazing. We keep having them even when we go through the pain, pushing them out.
Yeah, because we're stupid, clearly.
Honestly, though, I can't think about having another baby for a while. I can't, because I can barely handle what I have. Not barely. Like I said, I love him, but I'm going through some shit.
Okay, look, people, we love our children, okay?
I know, I feel like I sound like so awful. I'm like, maybe we should restart this.
But damn, we just need a break sometimes, okay?
Seriously, it's been a long month. It's been a long, long month. But it honestly made me feel completely differently about my mom when I had Cole. And it just, like, even, you know, my mom not being here, I, like, just wanting to, like, call her and ask her so many fucking questions. Like, I never even thought once to ask about my birth or, like, her experience when she was pregnant with me. I never thought of those questions. I never thought, like, okay, she has, you know, breastfeeding. She breastfed me. She breastfed Josh until he was, like, 3. Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I just think, it just makes so much sense. Their relationship, you know, it just makes so much sense. It does.
Oh man,
that was my mom's little boy. That was her everything.
Her baby.
Yeah, it really was. But me and my mom did not. I think I put my parents through fucking hell. I really think I did. I read some of my journals sometimes, and there's, like, times where I was, like, would really get into trouble, and in her journal would be like, dude, she was just so, like, she did not know what to do with me. She did not know what to do. A lot of her journals were, like, praying, like, please help our relationship, Lord. Like, tell me what to do. But after I moved out is when we started getting close again, too. I feel like that always happens.
Yeah. You get some space, and then you're like, oh, shit. You start adulting, and you don't know how to do it, and you got to call your parents, and then that relationship comes out of it.
Yeah. I would call my mom for everything. I still sometimes pick up the phone, and I'm like, oh, Mom will know this. But, dude, she was the fucking shit. She was the best mom in the whole fucking world. She was my best friend. I took care of her at, you know, the last bit of her life. So it was a kind of different angle of it. It kind of turned into, like, at the end of it, it kind of turned into, like, her being, like in the child way, and me, like, you know how you always see, like, the that picture of, like, you as a baby and your mom holding you, and then it's like a meme or something, and the picture of your mom growing old and you taking care of them. That was legitimately how it is or was for me. But she was my best friend. I don't think I told her absolutely everything. So that was the hardest thing for me, is when having Cole, realizing like how hard it was and how hard she tried and how insecure she was at like thinking about herself badly about being a mom. And I think of her now, and she was just so perfect, you know, like there was nothing wrong with her. She was the best mom in the world. I'm PMSing, I'm sorry. But she was perfect.
Let it out, girl. Let it out.
She was so perfect. And I think like being a mom and doing it yourself and not having your mom there, it just like, it put me in a completely different light. It gave me so much more respect for her. Dude, she fucking rocked it. She had cancer for 14 years and she was a mom on top of that. And she did the absolute best job she could. And she was the best at it. I couldn't have asked for a better mom or a better friend ever. And I see so much of Cole I see so much of her in Cole. It's crazy. It kind of blows my mind. He's so stubborn and funny. And my mom just shines through him. And I think Jake's mom also shines through him, although I don't know her, but everyone in Jake's family who sees him says the same thing. So I don't know. It's just cool. Moms are so fucking awesome. They really are. You really don't know how strong you have to be until you have a child.
Oh, yeah. It does your thinking, for sure.
Dude, and that's the thing. You learn so much, too. You learn how to get that patience and that grace and, you know.
I mean, there's really no, like, you know, you think back about your relationship with your mom and, you know, some people are like, oh, I don't have a relationship with my mom, or, you know, it was rocky or whatever, this and that. But like, you don't know how hard they actually try or anything like that until you have a kid. And then you're like, oh shit, like now I can be like, wow, I was a little shit.
Right, and you appreciate how your parents reacted to certain things because they totally could have kicked your ass out of the house multiple times and been like, goodbye, motherfucker.
And some parents do that.
Yeah, honestly.
Some parents do that.
That's super true. I mean, my dad threatened it to me on a few occasions, but he never did it. I don't think he actually was going to do it. I think
the only threat my mom ever made was if she ever woke up and I took the car, or like I snuck out and took the car, she would call the police and like report it stolen.
I can totally see her doing that.
Me too. Oh, and it scared the shit out of me, so I never did it.
Dude, your mom is the best too. She is one woman who she just looks at you and you're like, okay, Sandy, I'm shutting the fuck up. Like, you just know. I just remember her like disciplining me as a young girl, and I was so scared of her. I was like, Sandy will beat my ass.
See, for me, I'd be like, let's square up. Bring it. What you got? And that's why.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's how we were. I was like, oh yeah? Get in my face and yell. I'll yell right back.
Dude, that's how I was with my mom as a teenager. So mean. We're so mean. But
so mean. So mean. And I'm just like sitting here like, oh my gosh. I have to mentally prepare myself.
There are some moms who have good relationships with their teenage daughters.
I know. I took this one class for my psychology, when I was doing my psychology degree. And I took this one class that was, it was like women's mental health or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it was about, the book in the class was a psychologist who focuses on like women, girls, relationships like with mother and daughter, like bad kids type of, like, not kids, because she doesn't do boys, just girls,
just women. Okay.
Yeah, so it was just like her explaining all these different patients coming in and their relationships with their mom, and like ways to go about communicating or like figuring out what's wrong between teenage daughter and mom, and also like it was about all the steps of a teenage girl, like how she changes and like
I
through
gotcha.
puberty and all that, like
Mhm.
how everything changes and how that gets them to change, like how it causes their attitude to change too. So it was
Hormones and
definitely,
everything.
yeah, I definitely really enjoyed the class because it was a lot to learn. Um, like different ways about like going about solving different issues for like what's going on.
I gotcha.
Each patient was different. Each relationship with his or her parent was different. So it was interesting to learn,
That would be really cool.
yeah, stuff like that. So that was cool. That was a cool learning experience. But I definitely want to try and do things a little different. My ultimate goal would be for me to have a great relationship with my kids
Oh
through
yeah.
their whole life,
Mhm. Open and
through,
honest.
yeah, through like teenage years and high school. And like if they're drunk, I want them to call me so I could pick them up,
Exactly.
so they're not trying
And
to
not be
trying to
afraid.
ride with somebody who's drunk or whatever.
I feel the same way. I know when I was a teenager, my mom was going through chemo and everything. So I didn't really, it was hard because I didn't really have a relationship with her because she was sick all the time. So I didn't have that feeling that I could go to her and open up. And I lied to my parents for a very long time. We didn't have the best. I didn't have like an open. I did not feel like I could go to them.
And is that, you think it was like that because it was basically like you guys always constantly had a sickness that your family was having to deal with,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what everything revolved around, and you felt like you just, I don't know, like, was it that you
I
felt like they didn't care, or
it wasn't that they didn't care. I don't think it was more of like, um, I mean, a lot of the shit I did, I got in trouble for. So I didn't want to because they had such high expectations. I feel like, or maybe I had them like for myself. I don't really know, but I had a younger brother at 11. My mom had a baby boy, and I took care of him a lot. So I was the oldest. I took care of my youngest brother. My dad worked to help, to pay for medical bills, not help. He had to pay for all of it. So I didn't grow up being like, oh, I can my mom and I didn't really like talk because she was sick. So I don't know if I just felt like I had to be perfect and I didn't want to like disappoint them.
did you feel like you were like the caretaker and they weren't really like your parent,
I guess
like
in some ways.
you were more of like head of the household taking care of everybody else.
Um Honestly though, I mean beside being like grounded all the time in high school, I got to do kind of like whatever I wanted. My dad was working all the time, and he would have baseball with my brother, and then my mom was either like sick or at baseball. So I kind of just like got to
You were like, they're not gonna notice.
kinda. And then when they did notice, it was like, fuck, I have, and then I was, had this, I feel like idea in my head that I had to be perfect.
Hmm.
That I couldn't like, let them down or like show that side of me. I didn't feel comfortable like showing that other side. That
Gotcha.
I don't really
Yeah.
know. It was a weird dynamic. It was super weird because I feel like in a lot of ways I was the caregiver, and then in some ways I got to be a kid but without I kind of like lived at my friends' houses for a lot of the time
Yeah.
too at a certain age. So I don't know, it was weird. But
Mhm.
I mean, I definitely was my mom's caretaker, my dad and I. before, and that's a really weird thing, going from, having a parent that you can go to for everything, and then them kind of like watching them, leave this earth, and kind of like their body like deteriorate. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, but like their memory goes, and then you're kind of the parent. And so like you can't go to them for, like what you need a mom for. You have to be there for them because they need you. And it kind of it gave me so much more appreciation because, I was a shithead as a kid, and I caused a lot of issues for a lot of people, but they still loved me. Like that's the one thing about being a parent. It's like legitimately unconditional love, and you don't give that much or you don't see how much they do give and how hard they're really trying, and they're giving the best that they know how to as well. Like my mom grew up with a family's dynamic of, the mother works in the house and is a homemaker, and the dad and the father and the men are the kings, and they work, and they, pave the way. They're the, they tell you what the fuck to do. You cook and clean, and they're the all righteous and almighty fuckers. So, and then, my dad's side of the family is kind of completely different, but they also grew up in the Southern kind of way as well. So it's just, you don't know what they've come from and what they've learned and what trauma they have. So you just,
exactly.
you know that they're doing the best that they can, and they're racking their brain on how they can get better and how they can better themselves for you. And you kind of realize that when you become a mom and parent in general. I mean, I just know a mother's connection is different.
Like when you have that experience of having your own child, then you're like, oh shit, my mom was a pretty good mom.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I mean, I think I had that even before having kids, but having kids as well, and then you thinking about like all the things you think you're doing wrong, and like you're a bad mom, and like all this other shit that you constantly think about that your parents must have thought about constantly as well.
Exactly.
So
I mean, at least for me, like my dad always says like I work because I want to make my children's life better, and he would always say that to me. And I never really understood it until I had Cole. Because, I mean, before I had Cole, I was just kind of like floating my way, not really knowing what I was going to do. I didn't really have any, like, I had some ideas of what I wanted, but I didn't really, like, do it. Was just kind of like hanging out, having fun, drinking, whatever. And now that I have Cole, I'm like, I have to get my fucking ass in gear. I have to show this kid, like hard work and discipline, and I have to be a role model. I have to do this fucking shit. I can't just, start it and be like, I can get to it later. I'm only whatever. Like, bro, no. I have to show this kid what I can fucking do. I have to give this kid the best life I can give him. And it's crazy. They give you motivation. Cole gives me motivation that I've never had, ever.
Well, that's a good thing.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, nursing school, here I come. And that's the thing. Now I'm like, fuck, why didn't I do this years ago?
I know, right? Be done with it. Like, damn.
I would completely be done. I would have a great paying job.
Yep.
But doing it now, that's all that matters.
We'll get it done.
We will. We're doing things. We're doing big fucking things.
Yep.
But yeah, all in all, moms are fucking badasses. I truly, dude, we rule the world. We keep this world fucking moving and grooving.
Yep.
They always say the men is the head of the household. We're the neck, motherfuckers. We tell it which way to turn.
That's a good way of putting it.
I always got that from like My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Have you ever seen that movie? Oh my God, I love that line. It's like, fuck yes. We move that bitch.
It's very, very true.
Yeah, but I give it to all the moms out there who work full time and then take care of your dude. I'm nervous to work and take care of the baby. It's a lot. And go to school and dude, what school full time, working full time, like parenting full time. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's about to start. It's about to go down.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
We got this.
It'll be good.
We got this because we're women and we can do anything. Not just because we're women, because we're people and we can do whatever we want. But because we're women as well.
Let's be honest here.
But yeah, exactly. We're the best multitaskers. We can do it all.
Yep.
We can do it all.
Exactly.
Men wouldn't be here without us. Exactly. The only thing else I can think of is, being a mom is really hard, especially when other moms judge you based on what you do.
Everyone is so judgmental.
Everyone, no matter what you do. I mean, cloth diapers, regular diapers, fucking diaper cream, formula, breast milk. Like, it's just all, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, we're all doing the best we can. We're all doing, the fucking best we can. We're all trying, cut other moms some slack. We shouldn't be there to judge. We should be there to support. We all have different opinions.
We need to just support one another. Exactly. Because this shit is hard, man.
It is.
Whatever decision you think is best for your kid is the right decision. And we should that's why we wanted to do this special Mother's Day giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure that we show support for all the moms out there and other people that aren't moms, that are doing it. And, we want to support local business owners, women business owners, because it's just so awesome. And the fact that we can all come together to create this special giveaway for a special someone is just awesome. And I'm glad that we get to be a part of it. So I know this episode's going to come out Friday, so the giveaway is going to be on Mother's Day.
Yeah, we're going to announce the winner on Mother's Day.
Yeah, so there's a post that we posted on our RealMomly page on Facebook about the giveaway. So in order to be entered, you have to like and share and make sure you tag the RealMomly page. So we know that it's been shared, so we can enter you into the giveaway.
Yes.
So I guess Charlie and I can share the post every day, and
we will. I'll reshare it every day.
Yeah, so people can see it. Because it's really awesome. Like this is just an awesome opportunity to get great skincare products, to get some awesome flowers,
right? Clothes, to shop
some awesome clothes, and try some organic nail polish that.
Right, I never thought there would be a nail polish like that. That's super fucking cool. Toxic, so non-toxic, cruelty-free.
Yeah, it's just cool items, and definitely something worth entering for free. Hello, you get it for free. Like, who doesn't like free stuff?
Exactly. So. You just gotta like and share. Like and share, motherfuckers. Yeah,
subscribe. Like our podcast. Let us know how we're doing. We want to know what you think. People, if we suck, tell us. If we're awesome,
if we're just talking to ourselves, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's like we're having our normal conversations anyway, so
there you go.
But we want to know, we get a couple of people that hit us up that tell us like,
that's
hey,
true. And they
like
message you. Exactly. Thank you to those peeps. And thank you everyone else for listening. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. So
super cool we can do this. Exactly. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you all have a great, relaxing day. Make your man make you breakfast in bed. If you don't have a man, if you have a woman, make them have you breakfast in bed.
Just have some damn breakfast in bed.
Exactly. Have your kid make you breakfast in bed. Or you can make it the night before and just like have your kid just be like, hey, I made this.
Yeah. Just enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
Relax.
Have a good day. I kind of rambled about that. But
being a mom, because it's awesome. It's hard work. And we just need a day to celebrate ourselves and cut ourselves some slack because it's just important. And we want to help you do that with our special giveaway because we love all of y'all out there.
Exactly. Thank you, RealMomly.
Yeah.
Stay momly out there.
Yeah, stay RealMomly, people. We love you.